In this exercise, we are asked to complete the table using the distributive property. Looking at the first expression, we have 1/3 times the quantity x plus 8. To determine the product, we distribute the 1/3, which gives us 1/3 times x plus 1/3 times 8, which is what we enter in this first cell. We have 1/3 times x plus 1/3 times 8 after distributing. And now we determine the products. 1/3 times x is 1/3 x, and then plus 1/3 times 8. If we need to show some work, we can write that out down here. We have 1/3 times 8, or 1/3 times 8 over 1. Nothing simplifies, and therefore we multiply the numerators and denominators, which gives us 8/3, and therefore the simplified expression is 1/3 x plus 8/3. Next we have 3/4 times the quantity x minus 6. To determine the product, we distribute 3/4, which gives us 3/4 times x minus 3/4 times 6. And now we determine the products. 3/4 times x is 3/4 x, and then we have minus 3/4 times 6. Let's show that product below. We have 3/4 times 6, or 6 over 1. Before multiplying, we can simplify because 4 and 6 share a common factor of 2. There are 2 2's in 4 and 3 2's in 6. And now we multiply. 3 times 3 is 9, 2 times 1 is 2, and therefore the final expression is 3/4 x minus 9/2. Next we have negative 1/5 times the quantity x plus 7. We distribute negative 1/5, which gives us negative 1/5 times x plus negative 1/5 times 7. Well, negative 1/5 times x is negative 1/5 x. And then we're going to have plus negative 1/5 times 7. Negative 1/5 times 7 is equivalent to negative 1/5 times 7 over 1, which is equal to negative 7/5. So notice how we'd have plus negative 7/5, but adding a negative is equivalent to subtracting a positive, and therefore instead of writing plus negative 7/5, it's more common to write minus positive 7/5. And then for the last example, we have negative 2/3 times the quantity 6x minus 5. We distribute negative 2/3, which gives us negative 2/3 times 6x minus negative 2/3 times 5. Let's show some extra work down below. Let's write this as negative 2/3 times 6x over 1, and then minus negative 2/3 times 5 over 1. Notice here we can simplify before multiplying, because 3 and 6 share a common factor of 3. There's 1 3 and 3 and 2 3's and 6. This simplifies to negative 2 times 2x, which is negative 4x. And then we have minus, here nothing simplifies, and therefore we have minus negative 10/3. But remember, subtracting a negative is equivalent to adding a positive, and therefore we should rewrite this as a sum. This is equivalent to negative 4x plus 10/3, which is the simplified expression. I hope you found this helpful.